Hi, good evening. Welcome to Life Trends Live.
Yeah, and we are definitely live tonight. So it's Thursday night, and as everybody could see by the emails that we sent out, we do have a really big announcement to make. And this is not small. Actually, this is something that we've been working on for about 4 months, and it's been very difficult to not be able to talk about it and keep it quiet and just keep working on it. But it's something that's going to be just tremendous for everybody that's in the business now, and everybody's going to be getting into the business in the months and the years to come. And so tonight I'm going to kind of paint a picture before I make this big announcement of kind of where we're at, and then of course I'll make the announcement, which is going to be pretty amazing. I know we were talking about this, my wife and I, and I'm in awe of it myself. I cannot believe this has actually happened. But it has, and it's real, and it's done, and so it's just really exciting. So before I go there, though, I want to kind of bring everybody up to speed with some other announcements this night. Tonight's only going to be a discussion about, again, where we're going, what we're doing, and what's in place right now, and what your expectations should be in the coming weeks here. So to begin with, I just want to talk a little bit about what we started doing with social media, and I hope you guys have started looking at what we're doing for both the travel side, and from the CBD side. And so I know Elisa wanted to talk a little bit about that for a minute, because it's something that she's involved in, has been working on, and she's very proud of it, and she's very excited about it. And I think it helps to bring, credibility to the company. So with that, I'll kind of let you discuss it a little bit.
Well, we have 4 pages. We have Life Trends CBD Facebook and Life Trends Travel in Facebook. Both has beautiful information, very beautiful pictures, everything. The one Life Trends CBD have a lot of good information, what's going on with CBD, how CBD help your body, how CBD help pets, CBD skincare, how is it so good. So when you share this kind of information in your Instagram or in your Facebook, people's gonna know what's going on with the CBD and the CBD industry, and how CBD can help other people, and they will ask you, and they will know that you are in this business. So it's really a really good tool. The same Life Trends Travel in Facebook and in Instagram have beautiful pictures, and videos of beautiful travel destinations, so people can learn and people can see different pictures from different parts of the world, so they will get excited about traveling.
Yeah, because I know it's worked for us, because she's kind of, look at this stuff. I'm always looking at it going, yeah, we got to go there. We got to go there. So, that's one of the great things about travel. It's something that everybody loves. Everybody wants to do. It's probably one of the main reasons, if you ask people, what's the biggest thing you want to get out of your life when it comes to working and all the things, and most people say, to see the world, to travel, to go to places they haven't been, to see destinations they haven't been, to just go and relax and enjoy life and see things that they're just so amazing on this planet. And so that's one of the reasons, obviously, we're in the travel business, because we're going to be able to show people not only how to do it at a lower cost, much lower cost, but how to turn this into a tremendous income. And so when you look at both the CBD and the travel, both of them are just going to do really well, particularly with this format we've created now, where, and I hope everybody's starting to get this, is that we're truly the first e-gigs out there. And we're not a network marketing company. Somebody said, well, is that network? I said, no, we're really not. I mean, if anything, we're more like affiliate marketing, except with a very unique compensation plan. And obviously the fact that we've made this where people can get involved and there's no real cost involved. I mean, we're giving people the ability to sign up for free, the ability to access wholesale pricing for free, to be able to get their product shipped for free, and to have a business that doesn't cost them anything, that they can build into a tremendous income. And so it's got just unlimited opportunity. And we're going to be doing some things here in the compensation, which I'm going to talk about a little bit tonight too. It's part of the big announcement that's going to be very exciting for all of you. But I guess I should kind of first tell everybody what's happened, right? And then we can go back to some of the details and everything, because this really does. This is a game changer for this company, and which makes it a game changer for you and for everybody that joins. Over the last 4 months, we've been talking with a very, very big international company. And to give you an idea how big they are, they're the fastest growing company in the world today, by far. I mean, no one is even coming close to this company as far as their growth. So we started talking to them about 4 months ago because they got these amazing products that they've got and what they're doing and the way they're growing is just, again, I've been in this industry for 40 plus years and I've never seen anything like it, but they didn't have anything to do with travel. And we all know that travel is going to come back, and it's going to come back very, very strong. Right now it's such a pent up demand for people to want to take vacations and travel and go places. And just like we feel the same way. I know everybody that's on this call tonight feels the same way. You can't wait to be able to get out and go somewhere and do something. And so that's the whole world. So we've been talking to them about, what we were doing at LifeTrends and being involved in the travel world. And we were trying to negotiate a contract to have them, come on board and let us be the exclusive provider of travel, internationally. Obviously, we're a domestic operation here right now, and we're just launching, and we're small, and we're just getting started. But what we've just done is we've just signed the exclusive contract with this company for worldwide travel. And this is going to really benefit all of you because it's going to give you unbelievable credibility. Plus, you even have an opportunity, if you so desire, to be involved with the company. I'm going to tell you a little story about what I did, which is kind of unusual for me, but I just was so excited by what I was seeing happen with this company. So let me tell you what the name of the company is, and then I'm going to tell you how fast and how big they've got. The name of the company is called Crowd One, and they started over in Europe, and they've spread through almost 100 countries right now. And in the history of this industry, and they are a little bit more of a network marketing company. They're not doing what we're doing with the e-gigs, but they're a little more of a conventional network marketing company. But they've just been growing at a rate that no one's ever seen. And I mean no one. I'd never seen it. I was talking to some people about it just recently. I'm saying, can you imagine? There are companies out there that have been in business for 30 years, and they're solid companies. And they've got great revenues, and they're big companies. And they've only got maybe 100, 200, 300,000 distributors. And that's nothing to sneeze at. That's a very successful company. And then you have the giants of the world. There's just a few of those, like the Herbalifes, the Amways, the Avons. Some of them have been around forever, for 50 plus years. And they've got several million, which is incredible. And it creates billions and billions of dollars in revenue. And then there's Crowd One. Now think about this. They've only been in business for about 15 months. And this is just crazy. 1 month ago, I was looking at their growth and I went, oh my gosh, they've got 4 million members. This is okay. They're a little over a year old and they got 4 million people involved already. 4 million. I've never seen that before. So, I was, of course, in the middle of trying to negotiate the contract for us to be the travel provider to all their members. And I decided, you know what, they're growing so fast, I think I'm going to join. Now, you can't join in the United States, so I had to join, with somebody that lives in another country, and I had to, place the ownership of the position in that person's name in another country because they're going to own it and operate it. But what happened was this. After I joined, in the last 30 days, they're just now starting to go into that thing called momentum, which is a little early. Most companies that go into momentum, it's usually the second or third year. Well, they're only in their first year, right? Just a little past their first year, but they've already started that to happen. So they went in 1 month from 4 million members, you ready for this, to 6 million. Can you imagine that? From 4 million members to 6 million members in 1 month. 1 month. Now, here's what's crazy about what they've done. They have a very unique concept that you actually get paid on the people that join after you, not just your own organization, what you build and everything, but all the people that join after you. So imagine me, and I've never done this in my life. I joined as a distributor. I mean, they actually call them members, but I call it distributors. But I joined, and I'm sitting there watching in my back office, watching this thing going tick, 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 tick. As fast as you can say it, people are joining, people are joining, people are joining all over the world. And in 1 month, I got 2 million people that joined after me that I'll get paid on for life. Now that's pretty amazing. And so what we're going to be doing, and this is how it's going to affect all of you, Some of you that are on this call tonight have probably already done it because I've talked to a couple of you just to let you know, and this is before we signed the contract with them. But by signing this contract with them and us being the travel provider, this is going to be unbelievable. Their volumes and revenues are going to double and triple because, again, this is a product that everybody uses. And in Europe, almost 70% of everybody in Europe travels. They take a minimum 2-week vacation. They spend an average of about $4,000 on every vacation. It's a little less here in the United States, but not that much less. But the point is, it's a massive, massive contract. It's going to create massive excitement. So what I'll be sharing with all of you, because I want you guys to have a part of this if you're interested, I will share with you how you can get involved in Crowd One if you so desire. And this is your decision, but how you can get involved on an international basis. Now, what they're working to do is become compliant so they can open here in the United States. The goal is for them to actually open here in the United States maybe between now and the end of the year. And so you could have a position in there. It won't affect anything you're doing with us here in Life Trends and our travel here. You'll still be able to build a business because, again, we're building a little bit different. They're not using a subscription model. We are. They're doing things differently. But so there are actually two companies that have our travel platform, what we're going to have here ourselves, what they're going to be doing there, but in a whole different context of how it's being used. Just like, for example, as you all know, Expedia is a competitor of ours, but they're just strictly an OTA, an online travel agency that sells at retail. We happen to be an e-gig that sells at zero margin, and we do it on the basis of course, subscription. They're going to do something that's in between those two, which is going to be very unique and very different, but it's going to be explosive. But what this does for us is this is going to give us tremendous credibility because as we sign this contract and we put this together, the owners, and as a matter of fact, I'm talking with several of the owners tomorrow. They've grown so fast that they're getting a lot of attention, of course. And you grow this fast, you're going to get attention from. And so they're going back now, and they've hired all the people they need to get completely compliant. Because again, the owners are very successful business people. Have taken some major companies public. They're not small time, guys that just decided to start up a company that just took off. These are people with serious backgrounds and serious reputations. And so they've realized that they've got to get compliant in all the countries in. So now they've hired a team of lawyers and people to put it all together, make sure they're compliant, go back and fix some of the issues they've got. But the exciting part is the fact that this is going to give us so much credibility here. And when we start launching, and we're going to be able to share this with people, that we are that exclusive provider of travel, it's just going to give you guys so much credibility here in the States. It's going to help us grow here. And think what's going to happen. People that are all over the world, and this is how it's going to benefit you right now. People that are all over the world right now in their business, and if they want to do something in the United States, the only way they can do it is through you. So there's going to be a reciprocation here, just like we're going to be helping them grow and put people in internationally. They're going to end up, their international people will help us put people in here domestically. And guess what? They're going to end up somewhere in the organizations that are being started by you. And that's going to be pretty amazing. So this is where it's going to get really explosive and really, really big. Now, I have one more thing to this announcement, which is really cool. I took a look at their compensation plan. I'm thinking, how in the world did any company grow at this rate? I mean, again, 40 plus years, never seen anything like it. So I'm thinking, how did they do it? And I looked at their compensation plan, and one of the very unique things they do is this idea of taking their profits and sharing them with the masses, with all the people that are members. And they do this based on, it's not like their normal compensation, but they do this as a separate thing where it's based on all the people that join after you and certain things that you have to do personally as far as building your organization and growing. But based on all the people that join after you, you get a piece of that. So could you imagine, for example, right now where we're at, if we had something like that here, and guess what? We are. I'm going to take the part that we know we can do here in the United States and be compliant, and we're going to bring that part in because I fell in love with it. I said, "Oh my gosh!" I mean, it doesn't affect what we're doing with our 10-tier referral system. We're just going to have this separate thing called a global revenue sharing plan. And what's going to happen, and once we start this, ladies and gentlemen, you talk about explosive growth. Now, obviously, we have to have everything done and working in their site up and operating the CBD and travel and bringing it. And we're working to get that done very, very quickly as we're finishing everything up this month to have everything all consolidated in one place, have all the processing in one place. Obviously, you'll have separate e-gigs, the travel or the CBD, but it'll also be under that umbrella of Life Trends. But when that happens, between now and the end of this month, as we're working very hard to pull all this together, I'm going to make that change in the compensation plan. And so what will happen once we start this, and as a matter of fact, even before we do it, it's going to start working that way. Anybody that signs up for this company from this day forward, they're going to be part of your global revenue sharing plan. What that means is they don't even have to be in your organization. Imagine this. I'm building an organization, and Elisa's over here building an organization. And I've got, over a period of time, maybe I've got 5,000 people in my organization. She's got 100,000. Well, obviously, she's a lot better builder than I am, right? But imagine with what I'm talking about, this global revenue sharing plan, those 100,000 people that came from her organization, but they joined after me. They all came in after me. Guess what? I get paid on all those 100,000 people in her organization. And then the next person over does the same thing. I'm going to get paid on those people. So what this does is it gives you the ability to share on everybody, even though they're not in your organization. And ladies and gentlemen, that's one of the reasons this company has exploded. And we're going to be able to do that. And the way we're going to do it will be totally compliant. We're going to be able to do this so this thing can explode, so that again, I want to create the same kind of thing they do. I go into my back office right now at Crowd One, and I look at that counter as people are signing up after I've signed up. And to give you an idea, after 1 month, okay, from the time I signed up, I went from 0 to 2 million people, right? That now I'm going to get compensated on. And it's just a little bit, but when you start adding up, it becomes, and as you build and get bigger and bigger, it becomes more and more, and eventually becomes a lot. But think about that. That was 1 month, okay? Since that, there's been another 6 or 7 days that have passed, whatever, since the date of actually when I signed up. Guess what's happened? Another 300,000 plus have joined. So now I'm at 2.3 or 2.4 million people. That's what we're going to do here for you guys. We're going to create that same concept. So as we start building this thing, everybody's going to understand that, hey, you're going to get paid on all the people that are shopping for the CBD, are shopping and using the travel, even though they're not inside your organization and what you're building. Yes, you'll get paid on your organization and what you're building, but now you're going to get paid on what everybody else's organization is doing. And but guess what? It's based on when you join. When you join. Now, what do you think is going to happen when everybody knows, well, I could wait and join tomorrow, but maybe I'll lose 10 people or 20 people or 50 people or 100 people. Or once you really get into momentum like what they're in, and I've been telling people, I said, you literally, if you wait 1 day to join Crowd One, you're losing 50,000 people. Now, of course, that's what we want to get to here, and I think we can. I think we can have that same kind of explosive growth using this concept they've got. And it's just money the company's paying to everybody. And I'm telling you, this is going to be amazing for all of you. So I'm just really excited about it. I'm excited for what we're going to be doing with Crowd One on an international basis, the relationship we're going to have there. And this is going to open so many doors. It's also going to help capitalize the companies in such a way that we're not going to be a little small player anymore. Very quickly, we'll be a major player in everything that we're doing. And you guys are going to have so much to be able to share with the people that you bring in, not only here in the United States, but as we start to take things on a global basis as well, too, and start spreading our other products like our CBD product. Won't be travel internationally because that's going to be with them. But you'll be able to access your travel internationally, get paid on a lot of international travel by being involved in Crowd One. We'll show you how to do that. But on all the other products that we're going to be doing here, like CBD and all the things they're not going to be involved in, we go global. Again, what do you think is going to happen? A lot of those people will probably look at it and say, well, I like CBD, so I might join that just to get the CBD. It's not going to stop them from growing their business. They'll continue to explode their business. But again, this is just going to be such a perfect relationship and marriage for the two companies, and it's going to create so much growth for you guys. So I hope tonight when you go to bed, I really mean that. I've always said this, you're going to finally realize, you're going to wake up and go, you know what? I actually have fallen into the right deal at the right time. And you're at the very beginning. I mean, think of how little we are. But again, think about what happened with Crowd One. A little over a year ago, they had this many members. This many, 0. Now they're at 6 million and growing at a phenomenal rate. That's what we're going to be able to do here with our e-gigs. And I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to how we can benefit all of you that are in this business to be involved with Crowd One on an international basis. We're going to show you how to do that if you're interested. This is going to be exciting. This is exciting. I mean, I'm just loving it. My wife knows I've been walking around like I'm on cloud here for the last 2 or 3 days since we signed this contract, because it's just almost unbelievable, really. It's so spectacular, and what it can do for all of us. It's not just, what it does for the travel side, but it's going to do so many things for all of you. So with that, that's the big announcement. And it's actually probably even a little bigger. A lot of times when you got a big announcement and it's not that big, this is pretty major. This is more than major. And so we'll be showing you in the weeks to come how we're going to do all this, how it all will be integrated, how you can take advantage of everything, how it's going to benefit you as we grow it here. I'll be sharing this global revenue sharing plan with you, how we're going to be doing that, when it'll be implemented. The only thing I can tell you that I will do, even though we haven't really got started, I think it doesn't matter whether you're doing the travel or you're doing the CBD. As of today, what is today's date? June the 11th. Yeah, June the 11th. Anybody that joins as of to this day going forward in any of our companies, they're going to be part of your global revenue sharing plan. It doesn't matter where they come from. So just know that started today. Now think about this. You've got a free enrollment. You've got a free enrollment to get people in CBD, and you can now people say, look, it doesn't matter how much you build. You want to build your own organization, but at the same time, you can be involved in this global revenue sharing plan by just getting involved today. Don't wait for tomorrow. If that doesn't create a sense of urgency, I don't know what does. Because I'm telling you, in this world, people have this thing about, and I do, we all do, fear of loss. There's nothing worse than the fear of loss saying, wow, what if it does what this guy's talking about? What would I be missing out on? What would I miss? Think about this. 30 days ago, I could have said no to Crowd One, right? Because somebody talked to me about it, and I could have just said no. But I went, why not? I'll join it. Let's see what happens. You think I'm not happy right now with more than 2.3 million people that have joined after me that I get compensated on? You think I'm not excited? Oh, man, I am. And I'm not the owner. I'm just a distributor. And I've never done that. My entire life, I've always been an owner. So that tells you the magnitude of what I think is happening there. And I'm just excited to be a part of it, both with international, but also how we're going to help use some of that to help grow us right here in the United States. So I think that's pretty big announcements. That was a lot to share. I did it without taking a breath. I won't sleep tonight. I hope you don't sleep tonight, because as we lay this out for everybody, you're going to see what an unbelievable opportunity you've got here, and just how much income this can generate for you and your family and for your friends and for everybody you introduce this to, because we've set this up, and you guys know this, to be a win-win. I mean, everything about this is going to be a win-win. There's just, because there's no barriers to growth. There's none. And I love it. So with that, we'll say good night. I appreciate you being on this call. I hope this has got you a little excited. And we look forward to see you next Thursday. We're not doing the Tuesday calls anymore until we get all the thing ramped up and everything growing and everything happening. So it'll be Thursday. So we'll see you next Thursday. And we'll be laying out a little more of the details here for you and sharing a little more information. But remember, you want to start signing people up right now, you can just tell people, so I don't even know how it works. All I know is that if you join today, anybody that joins after you today, you're going to be earning something on them. And they don't even have to be anything to do with your organization or anybody. It's just anybody in the whole country that joins, no matter where they come from, you get to share in that. So with that, we'll say good night.
Good night. Have a nice weekend.
Yeah. Hope you have a very exciting weekend. Good night, everybody.